Hey, welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
Today we are back with another episode of House of the Dragon.
That's right. We are reacting to Season 1, Episode 8, The Lord of the Tides. But of course, before we dive in, please don't forget, like this video, share it, comment, and please also don't forget to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you always know whenever we're dropping something new.
Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. Remember, you can get the full reaction of this episode and many others right now on the Patreon page. Please go and support. It really helps the channel. And with that, let's do this. Class is in session.
Been near 6 years since I last saw my lord husband, Maester.
6 years.
I must know. Will he live?
What?
In the fighting, his neck was slashed by a courser's dagger. He fell overboard into the sea. The wound was severe. Much blood was lost.
What? That Corliss?
Mm-hmm. Is that one of the granddaughters?
The ravens came in from...
Evenfall, Princess.
So they arrive in 3 days. Let all be made ready to receive him, Maester Calvin.
So it's been 6 years.
And yet I have seen blood fever overcome men half his age.
I will not suffer the talk of crows in my house, Vaymond.
I love my brother,
Sure.
but we must be honest with ourselves. And who will take the driftwood throne?
My grandmother
you?
seems quite comfortable here.
She presides only in the absence of her husband.
To
Who is that?
Lucerys Velaryon, as is my lord husband's desire.
I am the sea snake's own blood.
Be careful, good brother.
Mm-hmm.
None can take your words for treason.
Yes. Calm yourself.
But what of the Velaryon line? Is it to be snuffed out? Supplanted by the pups of House Strong? Driftmark is mine by all rights. And while I should like your support, I do not.
Yo!
Tell me what you gonna do then, bro.
Mm-hmm.
6 years.
You
You hear that music? Yeah. I was just about to say that. I hear that music.
I know.
No. Dragon eggs. That Damon?
Looks like it.
Really too young to be Damon. Would be 6 years older. Yeah, it is. 3 eggs.
And landed at the Blackwater Rush. Dranyot.
She pregnant?
I know, I was looking at that.
Dranyot.
Dranyot, Velinio, Viartis.
Dranyot. Dranyot. Come on, Jace.
Perhaps that's enough for this morning.
No, I want to keep going.
You don't got the native tongue, but it's not in your... Well, it is in his blood. Never mind, I forgot. Keep forgetting about the mom.
I don't expect you to learn High Valyrian in a day, Jace.
A king should honor the traditions of his forebears.
At least he takes it seriously.
Unless you're
If it's been 6 years, she should have another one of those little kids running
Maybe.
around. Ain't no way. 6 years in, she ain't pregnant by another... By, Damon. Oh,
That's the baby. It's
that's the
Joffrey.
baby. Right.
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy. And by extension, Jace, and by extension, my own claim to the throne.
Vaymond cares only about Driftmark.
She believes we had her son killed so that we might marry.
Yes.
Hmm.
And yet she's taken Baylor to ward.
Yes, it's Lena's memory she honors. She has no love for us.
Is that really their first kid? In 6 years?
It could be.
I guess so. That's what it seemed like.
Well, did they say 6 years later?
Well, she said she hadn't seen her husband in 6 years. And we know that they saw each other at the funeral.
Wedding. And Joffrey was like 2 at the wedding, right? He was supposed to be.
You know, that got me thinking though. A lot of these names are based off a tradition of people's names, like people who are in royal positions. So literally, Joffrey from the show, from Game of Thrones,
could be
based off of one of the Targaryen's kids, Joffrey, who is based off of the lover. It's funny.
Welcome back, Princess.
Lord Caswell.
I love their set pieces. They do a good job.
Be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
Oh. She redecorated.
She did.
With a lot of
a bunch of these
spiritual emphasis.
Bronze bust they wish to commission for the festival of the mother, which I would like
Thank you for that exhaustive accounting.
The boy has been raised most of his life away from Driftmark. He can fly a dragon, yes, but can he command a fleet?
Ability does not alter his claim.
The Sea Snake has never formally named him as heir, if it comes to that. The crown must choose what is best for the realm.
He is Laenor's son. What grounds could there be
What
for...
indeed, Lord Beesbury?
What?
Indeed.
What a delicate situation. And where's Chris Storm?
Just dust.
Dust, yeah. What a way to honor his memory, huh?
Father?
Tells you he's gonna get like worse as soon as the Hand of the King gets back. He gets worse. Oh,
wow.
Dang. Is that even the same guy? I wonder how Damon's gonna feel seeing his brother like that.
He looks like a skeleton.
Sure does.
The trachea is resurgent. The fighting is new. There is a petition to decide upon the succession.
He can't look at his brother.
He's like, did you hear him sigh?
Listen to not. See to all that business now.
No, brother, listen to me. You are to affirm your position for Lucerys. To be Corlys Velarion's successor.
There's no way this is the same person.
I think it
is.
He looks like a skeleton.
This is Aegon.
Aegon.
Another one?
And this is Viserys.
So they do have to have 2. So they get 3. They're all 2 right now, 1 on the way.
They named it after him.
Lame. Fit for a king.
But ain't it 2 Aegons?
Oh. Hi. Oh.
Take that with you.
Yeah.
Take that tea with you.
Is she pregnant?
Come here, sweetling.
No. It's a little kid. Is that the...
It's Diana. Your Grace.
Oh. Aegon.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, great. You dead, girl.
I asked him to stop, Your Grace. He did. Truly. You must believe me.
Oh, she believed you. I got nothing to do with the situation right now. What are you gonna do, Alice?
She's gonna break her neck? I don't think she would.
Yeah, she won't do that to herself. She can have with the Crypt Walk. He gonna do it.
That you're the sort of girl that might have enticed him in the first place. And you know what happens to girls like that.
It wasn't dream or anything another word to anyone.
This girl's having a panic attack.
Aegon! Get up!
What is it? What is it? That's all you can say for yourself.
Something happened.
Diana. Think of the shame on your wife. On me.
Wait.
How can you keep carrying on like this,
He's
especially
married?
on a day
Or-
like today?
Did she have him marry his sister?
I did not ask for this. I've done everything you've asked me to. And I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or Father.
Oh, this guy.
She looked like her eyes are about to
my
get stuck from
gosh.
rolling.
Yeah.
It's been so long since we were granted the joy of your presence.
Indeed. Your Grace.
They're not long enough to merit a greeting upon our arrival.
My father and I are mere stewards of the king's will and wisdom.
How exactly is that wisdom expressed? In blinks and wheezes?
Yeah.
King Viserys' condition has worsened since you saw him last. It subjects him to considerable pain on the advice of the maesters.
The maesters.
From your hometown.
Excellent. I have no doubt it was an act of the purest mercy, but tell me, for the king's suffering, did the maesters also prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
But be assured the father is just and commands me to forget the accusations you have held in this room today.
I love the writing.
What's your problem?
Everyone's staring at us. No one would question me being heir to Driftmark. If I look more like Sir Laenor of Velaryon and Sir Harwin Strong.
It doesn't matter what they think.
Good for you.
Yeah. You can see he's like oldest child working double time to prove and protect his mom and reputation.
Is that Crystal? Oh, there he is. Finally.
Is that Aemond?
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the warrior of the family.
Shit about Tawnies. Nephews?
Look at those. Look at that chin and that
On the
nose.
train.
Lord help him. If there was a punchable face I've ever seen one, it would be that.
From far away, I was going to say, oh, he grew up well.
Nope.
And then they got up
that
close.
Chin and that nose. Like,
Let's not talk about the boy.
Oh, Lord help him. He's showing up.
He may yet live.
But we must be prepared if he does not.
Way up here.
Because they don't want to jump the gun. And then Corlys live and then...
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, Your Grace. As will Driftmark, in all its strength.
It is indeed in her best interest to give it to the brother. And not Rhaenyra's children. Jeez.
Baylor said you might be here. She's done well as your ward.
So that's the second daughter.
I wondered for many an hour what your purpose was in coming here. Whether you'd speak for or against the suit brought by Sir Vaymond. But then I realized you intend to advocate for yourself. I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death, nor was I complicit in it. I swear this to you.
It's technically true.
The seat will pass to her and Lucera's children in time.
A generous offer. Or a desperate one.
What does it matter?
True. But it doesn't matter.
Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve. But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow. They force you to your knees. And I must stand alone.
Nope.
No, it's Rhaenyra, Father. You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe. But in naming me heir, you divided the realm.
True.
My only child.
My only child.
If you wish me to bear it, then defend me.
Yummy.
Yeah.
I want us to dine together.
Such a family man.
That's all he's about. That's all he's thinking about.
Bring milk of the poppy.
Oh. Oh.
Don't drink it. Good. Good. I'm good.
Just arrange the supper.
Just arrange the supper. Good. He wants to.
And I speak with the king's voice on this and all other matters.
My queen. My Lord Hand. I have spent my entire life on Driftmark defending my brother's seat. I am Lord Corlys's closest kin.
If you cared so much about your house's blood, Sir Vaymond, you would not be so bold as to supplant its rightful heir. No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra. Do Sir Vaymond the courtesy of allowing his to be heard.
You can see the way he turned around.
This is about the future and survival of my house, not yours. The Lord of Driftmark and Lord of the Tides.
Thank you, Sir Vaymond.
Yes. Aegon married his sister.
Is that
because Alicent refused to let her marry one of Rhaenyra's kids.
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
All right. Everybody get on your knees. He's coming through.
And the first men.
Honestly, if he
so
comes in and supports her, that's
so
like
proud of him.
the epic daddy-daughter moment.
That's right. I'm here to save my daughter.
I'm a sucker for daddy-daughter moments.
I'll do
happens.
the same. Roll over on my deathbed just to go save my kids.
He's probably so tired. I'm so curious what he's gonna say.
I'm curious too.
It has to be hard for everybody to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit the throne today.
Yeah, get the freak out the way, Otto. Move!
Oh man. He's so tired.
Don't touch me. I got this. Now when I sit on this throne,
is he gonna die
I need
on the
about
Iron
5
Throne?
minutes to take a nap. And then I'm good again.
His crown fell.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll let his brother. Yeah. You gonna be okay?
He snuck up on me.
I do not understand why petitions are being heard over a settled succession. The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys's wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Huh.
It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Sir Laenor to his true-born son, Lucerys Velaryon.
Aw.
As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys's granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena.
The matter settled. Again.
You break law.
Ooh.
And centuries of tradition.
Bruh, calm
to
yourself.
install your daughter as heir. That is no true Valarian.
You messed up.
And certain I will not see it ended on the account of this.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it. I mean, he already said it.
Bastards!
Thank you for that.
Well, have your tongue for that.
There it is.
He can keep his tongue.
I wonder what she's thinking right now.
Him saying it and getting his head cut off, though, it took him out of the equation.
He's gonna die.
Yes.
At the end of this episode. I just can't stand looking at that kid's face.
How good it is to see you all tonight. Together.
He's such a good man.
A future Lord of the Tides.
Be careful.
That'd be great.
Someone drinking poison or something.
You do know how the act is done, I assume.
You can play the gesture if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
Oh yeah, I had him sit next to them. Come on now. Put a grown person, like, groaner. A person in
My own face is no longer a handsome one. Let us no longer hold ill feelings in our hearts. The crown cannot stand strong if the house of the dragon remains divided. If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man, who loves you all
No.
so dearly.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen.
Good.
She has tended to him with unfailing devotion, love, and honor.
Reciprocate.
This moves me deeply, Princess. I raise my cup to you and to your house. You will make a fine queen.
Okay. Something bad has to happen. You just don't end on a good note.
To Prince Aegon and Prince Aemond, we have not seen each other in years, but I have fond.
I was about to say, we haven't seen eye to eye.
It isn't so bad. Mostly he just ignores you. Except sometimes when he's drunk.
That's your speech?
She's a little different.
No kid. She danced differently too. Something is about Otto. You see Otto with his smile doing this?
Each of them handsome, wise.
They had to do something to his face. They put some extra stuff.
Strong.
Aemond.
Come. Strong boy.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself strong?
Oh. Oh. He's like, he was just waiting.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
Good. I'm actually glad Damon is here right now. Like, Damon...
He has a stronger presence than his older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see the children home. I'll, return on Dragonback.
Can you give each other, like, hugs or something?
They're holding hands, kind of.
I need a hug. I need an embrace.
I mean, that was sincere.
Sure. I just know something got to go down. We're about to see it. Here we go.
If I believe it to be true.
Believe what to be true, my king?
He's getting them confused.
Do you remember Aegon, the prince?
Prince Aegon.
To unite the realm. You are the one. You must do this.
God. I didn't know she was going on a technicality on two of the same names. Yeah, of course you understand. Great.
But
on a freaking technicality.
No, I'm trying to think what she took out of that.
She took out of it, Aegon is the one who's going to be the one who unites and save the realm. There's 2 freaking Aegons.
Yeah, but Rhaenyra's Aegon is not even a contender. Because if she were to put her own Aegon above...
I mean, no, I'm sorry. No,
So,
no, 100%. But he's talking about... Remember, he never told... No one knows this story other
except
than
for Rhaenyra. Right.
Rhaenyra knows that Aegon, the one who actually helped... took over everything. He did it for the sake of being... to set forth the princess' promise to save the world from what's going to happen in the north. That's the narrative. She's here in Aegon and she's thinking... my son. That's what she's thinking. That's literally what she's thinking. And she's putting 2 to 2 together like, oh, he's the one who's supposed to... No. That's not what he's talking about. But obviously she would not know that because she doesn't know the history of the Targaryens and the reason why they even got there in the first place.
Yeah,
so she's literally... Oh,
but I'm also... Her face is... like... Well, I would say she did a little bit of this even when she was younger, but she does a good job of having a poker face, a little bit.
Yeah, she does a good
very
job with that.
neutral expression. So I can't tell.
But the problem is at this point, it's like, what story do you believe? Like, obviously the people will be like, no, there's no way. Like, he was on his deathbed. How would you take what he's saying there as, and was there anyone else around when he said that? We all heard what he said when we were actually sitting in, in the throne room. Right? Only you, Alicent, was by yourself in that situation. And plus, how do you take a person who's dying's word? He could have been on drugs. And then obviously she was like, well, he could have been on drugs when he came in and told everybody that Rhaenyra is going to be, and their kids. But there's multiple witnesses in that. So technically, Rhaenyra still has the better argument. But remember who was in the room.
If I feel like, you know what they say about assuming. I just feel like for her to hear him in pain mumbling what he mumbled, it would take a lot of assumptions to be like,
you gotta,
oh, this is exactly what he meant. He meant he wants me to go against everything he just said when he walked up there without any drugs for the last day of his life in pain. He wants me to scrap all that based off of this one sentence I deciphered from what he said. I feel like that's
Here's why it's not a stretch, because the audio is coming from these headphones, which is pretty loud. But here's why it's not a stretch. Her thing is, she's looking at this in the sense of, I have a lot of belief in, her religion, and she's like all about prayer and all that kind of stuff to these deities. She's going to take that as a sign, as a message to her. And being her position, she would obviously think this as in, this is a sign to me that my kid should be the one who's on the throne, which is something she's been pretty much preached to by her father and the people around her for, at this point, 10 plus years, more than that, 20 plus years.
Yeah, because he's grown.
So, like,
I can't believe he's married with kids.
I didn't see any of his kids.
We didn't see the kids.
And I'm surprised that she did that.
That she did what?
Alicent would do that.
No. I mean, she's
She would have her
married
two
to a
children.
Targaryen because she didn't want them to marry Rhaenyra's kids.
She can marry someone else. They can't marry anyone else.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of other could marry either the Lannisters, the Starks, the Baratheons.
yes, but in a lot, I mean,
Like you go straight for
strongest-
marry your sister, and they both nuts. Let's be real. Like,
they're nuts at different ends of the spectrum. Actually,
And-
all
and
of
you know,
her
the
kids,
good thing about it-
well, I can't. She's not nuts. She's not nuts. She's not. She's
no, she's not. No.
quirky.
Let me get this.
She's
straight.
quirky.
She's not nuts. She's.
quirky.
I wouldn't use that word.
She's quirky.
She's.
You're gonna say something meaner.
She. Yeah.
It's quirky.
Sure.
But also, she kind of has like seer type of, not seer, but she has like,
Which make her say
prophetic
some off the
ability.
wall stuff.
Right, which makes her even more quirky. But she's not rude. She's quirky. You know, I'll tell you who I was shocked to see was Aemond. Like how, I know you're talking about his jaw.
Yo, they put some
Aemond's
stuff on his face and give him that irritating chin, and his nose. It's like it doesn't fit his face. It's like there's something about.
I wouldn't say it doesn't fit. I just think it just surprised me.
I feel bad for him now. It's like he lost an eye, and also, you know, that's why he probably was jealous of his two nephews.
No, because even the nephews were cuter when they were little.
He didn't look bad when he was little.
Who?
Aemon? He didn't look bad when he was little.
I feel like we're spending so much time talking about these people's lips and their real
He just
people.
looked like he's a punchable face. I guarantee. Guarantee they put some extra stuff.
You're about fillers in his jaw or something.
Yeah, guaranteed. Ain't no way.
Oh.
If it's his face, I'm gonna actually look it up. I feel bad.
Okay, stop. Stop.
All right, let me leave that alone. Anyway, interesting episode. Obviously, you know, we got 2 more episodes left, which is ridiculous. 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
We just saw the king die. He's been the one,
At
obviously,
least we think he
holding
died. It looked like he
no, he's
died.
done. He's dead. Holding everyone together. We know that, and they just need anything. So basically, what they showed was he's the only one that was there to bring them together and talk some sense to him. Okay, so all of them was there to kind of
And they had to listen because he was king.
because he was king. But you notice as soon as he left the room, tension came back up, which
And
shows
whose
you
fault was that? It was
the
Aemon's
kids,
fault.
which shows you that it's literally him who's holding everyone together. So now that he's gone, okay, and officially out of the picture, there's no one saving the drama from happening. Like the drama is now about to happen. What I was pretty shocked by watching this episode is Kristen is like not the right hand man to the queen anymore. He's like off just simply, you know,
Well,
training.
he's still training the boys. It looks
But
like
I'm
she's
surprised he
kind of
wasn't, like,
tasked
there,
them
though.
with.
That's still shocking that he wasn't like around.
But I don't know. This one, I think this episode,
They didn't show the
She didn't
seer,
have
the
to do-
guy. I guarantee you, who's probably
the seer.
the guy who has the cleft foot.
Strong.
Yeah, the strong.
The strong. The new
guarantee,
Lord of Harrenhal.
Guarantee, and we kind of got a little bit of lore. We kind of learned some stuff, watched a couple of different things, and saw
But I don't
that
think
he's
this
a
would
possibility. Be looking through
the werewood trees.
No, looking through the werewood trees and through those rats as roaming around. And I guarantee you they won't tell you anything about that in this season, but I guarantee you probably in the next few seasons you'll find that out. Since he's a part of the first men.
I was gonna say
His
though
family.
I don't think this episode didn't have a lot of like espionage and
Right,
intrigue,
no.
right?
Yeah.
The focus wasn't on that, so I think that's why like we didn't see a lot.
The focus was literally it was literally
On
about the
family
legitimate.
it was family dynamics.
The legitimacy of
The
Rhaenyra and their
bloodlines.
bloodline. That's literally what this whole episode is about. Still good episode. I enjoyed this episode. For that, I'm giving this episode a 7.5.
7.5?
7.5.
What?
It's a good episode. It's fantastic.
What?
7.5 is good.
I think it's the lowest rating you've given out.
For a Game of Thrones episode? Probably.
It's for a House of the Dragon. You saying Game of Thrones?
D, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Really? Man, really? This one made me cry.
Yeah, cry. That was good seeing him.
They took their time with letting us watch him struggle.
Except coming in.
Which also just kind of like, it kind of just really drives home the point for how important it was to him to have his family.
You know what this episode showed us? Because issues about to hit the fan. They showed us that, and throughout all the drama that Alicent and Rhaenyra has been through, they do want to make amends. Mm-hmm. That's what they showed you.
They're probably both tired
because they really want to make amends, and yet when they showed that part was coming together, I'll come back on Dragonback. We'll spend some time with you guys.
Yeah.
That shows you how they want to get over all this mess.
Yeah.
Then next episode, Alicent gonna say, "Hell no! Look, my son, the king said, should be king."
A rapist.
And then next thing you know, drama again. So 7.5. What you got, girl? What you getting?
Really? 7.5? I gotta look at mine.
Oh!
I think I'm gonna go with an 8.4.
7.5, 8.4.
Yeah.
What is your score? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notifications. You can always get the latest in any videos that we post here on the channel.
Yep, that's right. And also don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode, the rest of the series, and many other things right there. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.
And with that, we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.